Alright, guys.
Instant reaction.
We just watched I Know What You Did Last Summer.
And I was kind of impressed.
I rated it. I reckon it's pretty underrated for as slashes go. But yeah, quick take. What do you reckon coming straight
So
out?
it was a little confusing over who actually
Yeah, the story was a bit
like
complicated.
there were too many, because it was a family as well, and their last names were all like Wills or Willis. By the way, spoiler alerts. It was kind of confusing because it's like David and then whatever the other guy's name was, and then you're like, wait, who's the dad? Who's the son? The brother? You just kind of.
And there was things that were brought up that were played off as clues for the whole movie and never like surfaced properly. Like there was a guy named Billy Bloom or something like that.
Billy Blue, yeah.
And it ended up being a boat, but then the reveal's kind of stupid because you don't know where that was going. So it's weird stuff like that, like convoluted, weird story elements.
Or maybe the weird girl in the house thought that the person's name was Billy Blue, but it was actually the name of the boat that he drowned on, or something like that.
But besides that, it was it was a good,
surprisingly good. I actually kind of liked it.
Yeah, I liked like a lot of the deaths were really cool and really creative. Like when he was going on that killing spree and just killed like 5 people in like 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah,
that was good, and the deaths were pretty creative and smart, but also kind of a bit predictable. But I feel like that's more because
it followed all the typical slasher tropes.
Yeah.
But the one thing that was kind of interesting was the way they used the hook, and we're calling what's going to happen. So we haven't seen the sequel, but what we think is going to happen in the sequel is, because obviously you see the hand at the end. With the hook on the net and the hand's like chopped off, so we think obviously the body will come back and it will have a hook for a hand.
Yeah.
And we were kind of saying during the movie that we think they wanted the hook to be like
an iconic
iconic kind of weapon that never really became iconic.
Jason's machete.
Yeah.
And stuff like that, you know.
Or Michael's machete.
Yeah, both machetes.
Yeah, they're less iconic. I guess it's more their masks.
Yeah.
But as far as entertainment goes,
it was very good. Very good entertainment.
I think they got a bit too ahead of themselves trying to make like a complex like twist with the storyline and like the whole who done it.
There was a couple I think reveals that they really wanted to make really impactful, but they were just kind of meh. Like when the killer's revealed, it's like, oh, okay, cool, but it's you don't know the character. The character isn't in the whole movie until the end, and then. The note when I Still Know What You Did Last Summer was very, very a big letdown, because that's what we were waiting for.
Because that's like the big creepy part of the movie, and she's just like, I know what you did last summer, and then she gives it to the friend, she's like, oh my god. And it's
it's real weird.
You really didn't hype that up at all. Also, the way they made it look like Ray was the killer was a bit weird, because it was like, you're like, oh my god, it was Ray the whole time. It makes sense because like you never saw him get the note, you never saw him by himself in the movie. And you're like, oh my god, it's Ray, and then it's not Ray, but then it's, when the killer actually is revealed, it's not like you're not like,
you're not shocked because you don't know the character.
Yeah, you don't know the character, so you're not like, well, it's him, like the whole time it was him. And he has
a cool line, but I think it would have paid off better if you knew who the character was.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, weird. Well, the fact that when they actually threw him in the river, his eyes opened and everything.
You think? Well, we said, the guy's probably still alive.
Yeah, I guess they made it seem like he died because they found the other body of his family member. Yeah, but that just seems like too convenient of a coincidence.
It was, but the deaths were cool and pretty creative, and they're sneaking around and creeping. Like he'd take photos of them and like stick it in like a locker, and then the guy would find it, like, oh, he's right here, and so that stuff was really cool.
Yeah.
Like when he was stalking them and freaking them out, that stuff was done well.
Yeah. It wasn't super gory either.
No, it wasn't.
No, it was like, I reckon it was like a toned down Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
Not as dramatic.
Yeah. The really gory death was that first one when he gets hooked to the face, like under the chin.
Oh, the cop as well though.
Oh yeah, the cop was pretty good.
The cop, yeah. There are a few gory bits. I don't know. I'm looking forward to the sequel though.
And they played it well with like the character, like the killer looked a bit like, he looked freaky. He had a big fisherman's coat and everything. It It was done well.
It was just the reveal was a
Yeah.
bit underwhelming.
But it paid off with the cliffhanger reveal
yeah.
in the shower. That was a good reveal because they trick you with a note and you're like, oh, it's gonna be another note, and then it's not a note, and then it's in the shower, and it's like, oh, yes, mate, that was good.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah.
And and also I wasn't a big fan of the music though. It sounded like they were like,
yeah, we said halfway through that we reckon they didn't want to pay like royalties to accomplished artists, and that's why they used all these like songs that no one knew.
yeah, it was a bit
And
weird.
it didn't have like it's like I mean Friday the 13th doesn't have a theme song, but everyone knows Halloween music, and a lot of horror movies are famous because of the soundtrack, or at least massively added to by their soundtrack. And this, I mean, I can't even think of what the soundtrack was.
No,
Like, it was
it's
nothing to
just
wrap
weird.
home about.
Yeah, 90s weird rock, like
Yeah.
not much to it. But no, it was entertaining.
What do you give the movie? How many hooks out of 10?
With 5 being the dead average.
5 is 5 is just completely mediocre. Like
Nothing good, nothing bad.
5 is a movie you're like, oh, that was alright. I wouldn't watch it again.
I reckon I'd give it like a 7, 7.5.
I'm gonna say 7. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was okay. So I feel like I'd rate it higher if the kill reveal was better, if the soundtrack was better, and if
Some of the acting at the start was better. Because the acting is good, but there are key aspects in the movie where the acting should have been better, and it's noticeably lacking. Like when she looks at the letter, it's like,
Oh, yeah,
my
yeah,
God,
yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
shut up. But when that character is like meeting her demise and she's screaming and like she's running, that was done well.
So I reckon
Yeah.
the kill review, the soundtrack, the acting, as in like they were suspenseful in the killing scenes, but with the note and stuff, it just wasn't suspenseful at all.
Yeah.
And also actually following like the story and who's who and the suspects and stuff, because it didn't like she's just looking at documents on a computer, and it's just
Yeah.
like it's like they just kind of made these convenient
Yeah.
plot twists that
Yeah.
didn't make that much logical sense, but were done for the movie. I mean, obviously, but
There was certain tropes in other thrillers and slashes, like in Scream and stuff like that, when they do the reveal, and it's pretty similar to this, but the reveal's done a lot better because you know the character, and most facts are like brought up and stuff, and
even in
clues.
yeah,
Brought up
like
again.
Scream, you know the killers. Scream 2, you at least meet the killer, and then it
Yeah.
makes perfect sense as to why
Yeah.
they're the killer and stuff like that.
But this whole movie, we're thinking who's the killer, because it's got to be someone you know, and then like near the end,
but it was the
it's like,
actual
maybe
dead
it's
guy
not.
himself,
yeah,
which was an okay twist.
it makes it's perfectly reasonable, but how they were playing it off like you knew who it was.
I feel like it
was
was always
just
a
like that.
possibility that the killer could have been the person they killed. Like there was
Yeah.
a small possibility of it, so it wasn't like a huge surprise. It was like, oh, okay, that's the one you went with.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
I reckon because they kept shoving it down our throat that it's someone we know in the movie as well, and we always we kept going to Ray,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
Mm.
But it was as if they were trying to make you think it was Ray, which made me not think it was Ray.
Yeah.
And then when they revealed it to be Ray initially, you're like, oh no, come on, that's too. And then it turned out it wasn't Ray. And you're like, oh, good, it's not Ray. And that felt a bit weird.
Yeah.
watching that. Anyway,
But overall, it was done pretty well.
although overall it was good. Let's see if I'm looking forward to seeing.
Yeah,
if the
I reckon
sequels-
we'll watch the sequels. There's 2 more sequels.
Oh, there's 2 more.
Yeah, I think one's I Still Know What You Did Last Summer.
Yeah, I think that's the next one.
I don't remember what the third one was.
If there is a third one, it's going to be terrible.
Yeah, that's a given, mate. That's a
I
given.
can see it coming.
Sometimes the sequels are alright with horror movies. Like Halloween 2 was
Yeah.
amazing. You watch them together.
Yeah, and the first 4 Friday the 13th are all exactly the
Yeah,
same.
yeah, but like Scream 2 wasn't exactly good. Like,
No. Well, it went Scream 1 was the best.
yeah,
Then a lot of people say either 2 or 4 was the next best, but
I like-
3 was the real bad Scream.
3 was shit.
3 was the bad one.
terrible.
But 2 and 4 actually pretty good. 1 was obvious. No. I remember Scream 2 was good.
Alright, man, I have to watch it again.
Scream 3 was the terrible one. Anyway,
Anyway, that's it. That's our first movie reaction, and we'll do what I reckon we'll do is we will sit down and write a proper review about it and go through all of it again. This is just the first, like...
This is instant reaction, and this
Yeah.
is what you'll get every time we watch a horror movie.
Yeah, big time. And then hopefully, I don't know about how YouTube is with the reactions and stuff, but hopefully we'll get like filming us actually react to some scenes and stuff like that for the first time, which would be
Yeah,
good.
we just have to work out all the copyright stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, hope you
Yeah.
enjoyed.
Farewell. Goodbye.